And I'm already back. Just a quick little pause to make sure my videos aren't too long. And I want to make sure everybody gets a Happy New Year. I'm going to say it again. Happy New Year to all y'all. I'm drinking a little Truman Reserve. It is out of Clinton, Missouri. They got Truman Lake out there. That's what where this name comes from. And it's pretty damn nice. 80 proof, so a little lighter than I typically like. Still packing good flavor. That's all it's all about. That's what it's all about. Like, I like the high proof stuff because of the flavor. And so I typically try to steer clear of the lower proof things. That's just how my preference is. But today's show, let's get a little history lesson on how these washers came about. I've done this before. I've probably done it too many times, but I got a lot of videos up. So for all you new to the whiskey and washers, my dad started building washer boards, 45 years ago, maybe longer, somewhere in that range. I remember them my entire life, basically. And how about that last one? Damn. So he was a horseshoe guy. We had lawn darts growing up. Dangerous damn things. I got those 2 in there. That's 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9. So he was always looking for something to do outside. We had a pool growing up. We're a very outdoorsy type of family. And so he met some friends down in Texas. And kids about our age. And so he loved horseshoes. Well, horseshoes kind of dangerous. And it's not fun for kids. I mean, let's be honest. You're throwing I don't know what a horseshoe is. A couple pounds. Probably not even that much, but it seems like it when you're a little kid. They're hard to throw, and you got a stake in the ground. So if you're outside kicking the ball around, throwing the ball around, you gotta watch out for a metal stake sticking out of the ground. So he kind of nixed that idea. Well, met some friends down in Texas, and they had horseshoe pits, but they pulled their stakes. Buried a plastic cup, and they would throw washers just like I'm throwing today, towards the cup. And then you played it exactly like you would washers. And so he loved that idea. But he also didn't want, come on, go in. Last one. Damn. He didn't want the limitations. I did get one in. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7 there. 16 points after 18 throws. He didn't like the limitations of building a pit, and that's where you ended up throwing your washers from. So he started building boards, and as you can imagine, the easiest way to build a board is you build a board 2x4s, kind of like what you're looking at right now, right? So instead of the 1x on the outside and the inside, he had 2x all the way around, PVC middle, and that was his first, basically, board that he ever made, and he enjoyed it, but not as much. It was definitely in. So he didn't like how hard it was, or I guess unfair might be the better way to say it. That good throws weren't rewarded. So oh my God, this might be 8 in a row. Oh my God, that was a hell of a round. That was a hell of a round. What was 7 in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7, baby. That's 7. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count them. Let's make sure. Oh, wow. There's 7. Look at that. 4 and 3. 21 points there. That's solid. I like that. That shows off good. So 16 plus 21 is 37. So what he did was he was like, all right, so it's not just, it wasn't enjoyable. Like the good throws, it was too hard to keep it on the board. Good throws weren't rewarded. So he started messing with it. He did and as you can tell, you're looking at the board head on. Let me give you a little better view right here. So what he did is he left the board exactly the same. He just adjusted. So there was a little lip on the front. So a little tilt on the PVC. And that helped a little bit, but it still wasn't the game he wanted. And so he sorry, I had to take a little drink. Him being the woodworker he was, so he's like, you know what? Why don't I just make it all out of wood? Make it a little softer on the landing. Start doing the carpet on the boards, just on the bottom, and eventually, after a little more trial and error with the all wood washer boards, he came up with this style, and it has not changed since its inception. And so we all grew up with this, and it's great. It's good for beginners because it's a little more forgiving than the ones you can just store by. The other thing he liked about it is it rewarded the better player, and he was the better player. So I'm not saying he was looking for that advantage, but it's like a good golf shot needs to be rewarded. Well, a good washer shot needs to be rewarded. So he did that. So 2 in for 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9 right there. So 9 plus 37 is 46. God, almost done with this show already again. Playing at 50. So he did that, and that's what I grew up with. So I've been playing this. I'm an older age gentleman in my upper 40s, and so I remember throwing on these boards as a knee-high little kid, having to really step and push. You're 21 feet apart from center of box to center of box, and so as a little kid, man, I really had to huck it and chuck it to get it there. And I just find it a much more enjoyable game than I like bags. Bags is all right. I'm a washer guy through and through, and you see cornhole on. Oh God, you see it on ESPN, CBS. I mean, that sucker has really blown up, and it is a good game. It's great for tailgating. It's great. It's easy to transport, but these things hold true with washers as well. So I'm hoping that this will kind of mainstream this style of board. I mean, not mainstream, but get this style of board out there. You know what? You can purchase these boards, and I haven't really. You'll just have to hit me up. All right, so 1 in, 3, 4, 5. 1 in and 4 on. That's 7. I only needed 4 more. So we got to 50. That was a pretty good damn round right there. Pretty good show. Had a nice 7 banger in there. But if you're looking for these boards, if you're a subscriber, check out my community page. I actually have, if you want to build them yourself, I've got directions how to do that. And hopefully they are thorough enough where you can actually make them from my directions. The other thing is, man, my brother-in-law will also make some. We can get them shipped to you. I think he said he could do it for $75, but hit me up in the comments if you're looking for some. You know what? We'll get them over to you. We'll make sure you get some. Washers will not be included, but washer size, easiest thing to find. You can get these anywhere. I believe these are 1 inch with 3/4 inch hole. They used to be heavier. So just like everything else, man, quality of goods has gone down, price has gone up. So they used to be a little heavier. They pierce the wind a little better. So if you can find some of the thicker ones, actually denser ones, they're not thicker. They're just more dense because they're made with actual steel instead of probably a lot of aluminum and steel in them. So anyway, I don't know how I got to that point, but I'm telling you, man, let's get these things going. And if you ever want to come out, hit me up as well. I mean, most of my subscribers and watchers are friends at this point, and I love the company. I love the banter back and forth. I love just being outside with my friends, having a bourbon, playing some washers. I mean, if there's going to be a New Year's resolution, that's going to be mine. So I'm going to do this all the time. So anyway, I'm getting long-winded. I guess that's our story of how washers started. And so they've been around, I mean, close to half a century. So I'd like to lay claim on the very first washer boards in existence. So we'll see. If anybody's got a story of anything longer than that, man, hit me up, man. I love to hear it. You got any good bourbon stories, hit me up. Man, you got some good bourbon choices, man, hit me up. Like, we're not getting enough back and forth. I check my comments all the time. I will personally respond to them. It's just me. I don't edit this. I don't plan what I'm saying. If you haven't noticed, it's just a seat of the pants. Hey, here I am. Here's what I'm doing. Just come and join me. So with that, man, I am enjoying a Whiskey Wednesday. I appreciate you joining me as well. You know what? I might have a couple more rounds in me. Let's see what happens. If we don't see you back soon, well, shame on you. Come back and see me soon. You'll enjoy it. I enjoy it as well. Thanks for watching. See you soon.